Hey there, it's iRun here, and we are back on Dovetail Games Flight School, and we're going to do some free flight and talk through about some of the things I found out with the tutorials and what I've learned about the game so far and what I like. As you can see right here, I did complete all the tutorial missions. I can tell you that lesson 5 on approach and landing, that was it was very unforgiving, so very difficult. That's why I've switched over to free flight mode right now, as well as the fact that in order to get the light aircraft pilot license and pass the skills test, you actually have to have 3 hours of solo flight time, and right now I'm at 0.28 hours, so I still got a little bit to go. So I got my home base here in NASA, Florida, because I thought that would be a cool place to do it. We're just going to take a quick trip over here to Space Coast. It'll be, we click on that, and now if we click off, it says estimated flight time is only 5 minutes. I am going to go ahead and adjust my time here so that we are flying during the day and it'll be light out. So let's go. Alright, we're ready to take off, so we're going to head right on out. Talk a little bit about the tutorials. I did complete all of them for this first round here, but what I really didn't like about it is the fact that some of them were very unforgiving. In other words, the guy would say, hey, do this, and then he wouldn't actually give you enough time to correct if you're new to flight simulators. So I can also bring up my GPS here, and so I can see that we need to turn this way. We're going to stay rather low to the ground, maybe between 1,000 and 2,000 feet. Get there as quickly as we can. I am enjoying the game more now that I'm just kind of playing in regular mode. I have found that doing the trim is still kind of tricky, especially if you're using the keyboard as well as the rudder. You have to press the keyboard and wait for it to respond. It's not as responsive as I would like it to be. See, I got off a little bit target there. You can do the trim. I'm using the PS4 controller, but when I use the controller, and if you know different, please feel free to tell me and fill me in. When you use a controller, it's like it constantly either goes up or down. It doesn't do it in increments, so it makes it a little bit more challenging. But once you've kind of get it figured out a little bit, let's see. Alright, I'm at 2,000 feet. I don't want to really go any higher. So I can take this off for a little bit here so we can see the scenery, if you will. Also, in order to work with the trim and stuff, I have to use the keypad, the number pad, and I have to make sure the num lock is off. If I don't want to do that, I can hit the num lock and I can do this, and we can turn left and right. Obviously, we're over in like the Everglades, so there's not a whole lot of buildings. If you're over in London or something, you might have more stuff to view. That looks about right. So let's bring back up the... Alright, so we're a little bit off track here. Turn this way. I want to do this because it would be a quick flight. Also, landing, it's not really difficult to land, but like I said in the tutorial, I mean, it gave you like just a few seconds to respond to the instructor on the tutorial, and that wasn't very realistic. I mean, several times as I was finishing up, it'd say, oh, you didn't make it, I'm taking over, and then a minute later, he says, "Oh, you've got it," but it would be too late. The mission would be ended. Alright, I'm going to start heading down now. Try to pick up a little bit of speed. Oh, see, that's another one of those situations where I forgot to turn the num lock off before I tried to trim down. If you're playing this, tell me what you think. Like I said, I'm enjoying it now. I'm enjoying it more that I can go fly. I haven't taken very many longer trips or long trips. As you can tell that I've only have about a half hour of actual game time into it, and most of them have been these short trips. It took me a little bit to figure out how to navigate. There is another separate set of instructions on, or tutorials on how to do that. I haven't gotten into those tutorials yet. Alright, so there's my runway that I got to come in on, and it should. Most of the times when you land on these runways, you get a little thing that says, alright, you've landed, you're successful. I don't know if it matters the particular way that you land. Like, I'm fixing to go off here and pull off and go off on the side. Alright, let's do that. And we're kind of high, so if I'm not careful, it'll say that we're coming in too fast. This isn't probably the best flying tip and advice, but this will get me down to where I need to be, and then we'll make the turn in. But like I said, as a flight simulator goes, it's not too bad once you get into it. I did find the tutorials a little bit almost, I don't want to say disappointing, but they were just difficult. I mean, I was just trying to learn how to land the plane the way they wanted to, and it was very unforgiving. So all that to say, just don't give up. Go ahead and keep going. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit more here. I would just encourage you to keep going. Go into free flight mode. Do the tutorials until you can actually complete it if you're a completionist and want to just check off your list. But otherwise, don't worry about it. Alright, so we're coming in. We're at about 400 feet. I do know that the majority of the time they want you to be at around airspeed around 55 when you land. At least that's what the tutorial said. So so we'll be able to do that no problem here. And we have touchdown. And of course we need to steer now. And it says we have our flight hours logged are now 38 minutes. So we gained 6 minutes on that one. Let me go ahead and kill the engine here. So as we complete this now, we should go back in, and we'll also mark off that we landed at this airport. And that'll be one more airport that we've kind of marked off our list. I don't know if that matters in the grand scheme of things. I haven't found a way to go back into the game yet and find where that is. And when I get here, it never tells me mission complete. But I can hit here and back out. Go to post-flight screen, and it says congratulations, I landed there. But there was nothing in the game that said, hey, you've completed the mission, you landed at the correct place, and congratulations. Alright, well, I thought I'd just share that with you guys. If you have any comments, if you've been playing this, or if you want to, I know the Steam Summer Sale's on right now. Leave that down in the comments below. Alright, so until next time, this is iRun, and we will see you